Hello everyone. In this class, we will learn about non-repeatable reads and how to avoid them. From our previous lessons, we know that under the read committed isolation level, transactions can avoid dirty reads, but may encounter non-repeatable read issues. So, what exactly is a non-repeatable read? It refers to inconsistent results obtained from multiple queries within a transaction. This inconsistency occurs because the data changes during the querying process. Next, let's demonstrate an example to illustrate the phenomenon of non-repeatable reads. Now let's demonstrate a non-repeatable read. First, let's check the current account balances. We can see that Mary's balance is 90 euro, and Jim's balance is 110 euro. Now let's demonstrate a non-repeatable read. The top window represents client 1, and the bottom window represents client 2. In client 2, we will set the isolation level to read committed. Setting successful. Next, in client 2, we will start a transaction by executing start transaction. Now, let's first check Mary's account balance in client 2. In client 2, within the transaction, the initial query shows that Mary's account balance is 90 euro. Next, in client 1, we will modify Mary's account balance by subtracting 10 euro. We will use the following update statement to make the modification. Update account set money equals money minus 10 where name equals Mary. Now Mary's account balance is reduced by 10 euro. In client 2, we will query Mary's account balance again, and observe that the balance retrieved now is 80 euro. So, what is happening here? Within the transaction in client 2, the results of multiple queries are inconsistent, leading to a non-repeatable read. Why is that? The reason behind this is that after the first query is completed, Mary's account balance changes. Therefore, when you perform the second query, the amount has already changed, resulting in a non-repeatable read phenomenon. How can we avoid non-repeatable reads? The solution is to increase the isolation level of the transaction, such as raising it to repeatable read. This will prevent non-repeatable read. Let's take a look at the operations to avoid non-repeatable reads. Now let's demonstrate repeatable reads. The top window represents client 1, and the bottom window represents client 2. First, let's check the current account balances. Currently, Mary's account balance is 80 euro, and Jim's account balance is 110 euro. Now, in client 2, let's set the isolation level to repeatable read. Set session transaction isolation level repeatable read. Setting successful. Next, we will start a transaction in client 2. We perform the first query to retrieve Mary's account balance. Select multiplied by from account where name equals Mary. We can see that the first query shows Mary's account balance as 80 yen. Now, in client 1, we will deduct 10 yen from Mary's account balance. We will execute the following update statement to achieve this. Update account set money equals money minus 10 where name equals Mary. Using this update statement, we deduct 10 yen from Mary's account balance in the account table. Now, in client 2, we will query Mary's account balance again. You will notice that within the same transaction, both queries of Mary's account balance show 80 yen. This is an example of repeatable reads. Now, let's commit and end this transaction. After the commit, let's check Mary's account balance again. At this point, it should be 70 yen. Multiple choice questions. Select one answer choice. Multiple choice questions select more than one answer choices. Above, we have explained what a non-repeatable read is, and provided examples to help you understand how it can occur and how to avoid it. We hope that students have gained a good understanding and mastery of these concepts. Thank you all.